Yeah, we continue Shemoneh Perakim. I think today we're supposed to start a new chapter. Chapter number 5. Now new topic is directing our powers to one goal. Okay, so let's see. So it says, it is fitting for a person to control all the powers of his soul by his thought. As we mentioned in the previous chapter, he should place one goal before his eyes, the comprehension of God, glorified be He, to fulfill the extent of the mortal potential. This means to know God. Okay, to know God. Okay, so let's do the paragraph by paragraph. So this was one paragraph. Let's do from the beginning, and we're going to explain. It is fitting for a person to control all his powers of his soul by the thought. So first of all, the soul is in the brain, right? The soul is not in the heart. Many people think that soul in the heart. No, it's actually in the brain, special part of the brain. Very interesting. So a person has to be rational. So because many times, like whatever is going on around us, it's not rational. Like it's opposite what we would expect, right? But if you know with a rational mind, with rational soul, what is standing behind it, so it's the outlook on a life changes drastically. So you know that who is doing this, right? It's not that person, this person. It's my Father in heaven. So whatever He does for me is good. So I'm good. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Okay. So a person has to control, one more time, all powers of his soul by his thought. So if you think like that, if you like push into his conscious from subconscious, right? Like in your with your analytical soul, right? You said that's all from HaShem. That's all good for me. I have to go this direction, the right direction, and what is my goal? My goal, as our sages explained, to get close to HaShem, to attach to HaShem in this world. Do mitzvahs and that's it. Don't worry about all other things. Okay, right? So very interesting. As we mentioned in the previous chapter, right? That's a goal. Meaning, as we said, go in the middle of the road. Try to fix your character trait according to Torah, what Torah demands. No extreme to the left, to the right. Extremes not good. Continue. He should place one goal before his eyes, right? So, I mean, some people, so I just got communication from one of the students. So he asked me again what I'm thinking about that rabbi. This I said I don't have time to watch them. I mean, I asked him many times, did you complete the laws of Shabbos yet? Like, why are you watching all of these other people? And I told him it's Eitzer Hara, like is preventing you from going into one goal. So we have a structure from lesson number 1 to lesson number whatever, right? So you go in a structure, you be Shomer Shabbos. Otherwise, you jump in from one topic to another. You're never going to complete anything, and that's a problem with many people. They cannot concentrate, and when they see like classes like maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. They do not want to watch it. Like, it's too much. They don't have patience, right? That's the problem, right? But a person have to have like goal and go directly to this goal. So what is the goal? One should place one goal. 2 goals you're not going to reach. One goal, there is possibility before his eyes. What was the goal? The comprehension of God. So of course you cannot comprehend God, as Rambam said. If I would comprehend God, I would be Him, of course. But on some level, like at least how do you comprehend HaShem, as we explained before? You see His logic, like what He expects of us, and how He you learn Torah, His laws, and you comprehend a lot about His ways. Exactly. That's why when you go to Talmid Chacham and you ask a question, and he tells you the answer, and sometimes it does not make sense completely, like unless you're very learned, right? It does not make sense. But how does he know? He knows because he learned a lot of Torah. So if you complete all of these books that he is so many times, so you would also know. Right. Okay, so a comprehension of God, glorified be He, to fulfill the full extent of the mortal potential. Oh, so of course we cannot attach because we have limitation, but to the full extent of mortal potential. This means to know Him. So let's see what is the mortal potential. There is a commentary in Hilchas Yisodei HaTorah 110, where the Rambam explains that there are limits to the mortal ability to comprehend godliness, to comprehend godliness. So, okay, we have a limitation. See also Hilchas Melachim 12.5, where Rambam mentioned the comprehension of godliness to the full extent of the mortal potential as consummation of the messianic era. But that's a different level. So when Mashiach is going to come, so we like HaShem is going to be one, as we say, and His name is going to be one. So everybody, the whole picture would be very clear. But it's only after the war, after everything. So right, it's very interesting. Okay, so I continue. But our goal is to comprehend God. How? Through His Torah. That's the only way. There is no shortcut. Okay. One should direct all his activities, so new paragraph, endeavors, and even his relaxation toward that goal. To that extent that none of his activities is purposeless. There is that they do not lead to this goal. Okay, so let's read this again and explain that. So this that's why I was shocked yesterday. No, not shocked. I learned before that it's like mind-boggling for me. Like this yesterday when we learned in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch about establishing session, wine drinking session. So it's not in Kitzur's time or in place he lived. It's actually from a Rambam. It's from Shulchan Aruch. So that's what people do. Right, they did, at least I'm not sure they do now, but they would establish drinking session and sit and drink and talk and for many hours. Okay, drink wine. So let's see. One should direct all his activities, endeavors, and even relaxation toward that goal. So all of the activities a person can go to work, make living, and still do a mitzvah. So how? So you do your work honestly, right? So you in your mind, even though you do whatever you do, doesn't matter. So you can apply the laws of Torah, right? And all of the endeavors. So I get up, I wash my face, right? Why do I wash my face and brush my teeth? Because I have to talk to my Father in heaven, the King of the Kings. So I have to look appropriately, have to be dressed appropriately. I cannot pray to the Kings of the Kings just wearing just whatever I want, right? It should not even enter my mind to wear something different, right? So some people would pray in slippers. Okay. Would you meet the King of the Kings? Even you pray at home. I'm talking about home, right? Would you meet the King of the Kings, like king, like mayor of your town, whatever? He knocks, you know that he's going to knock at your door at whatever time. Are you going to wear your slippers or are you going to wear shoes? That's the thing, right? So all of the activities, all of the endeavors, and even relaxation toward that goal. So our sages say, how relaxation? I can sleep. How can I serve HaShem while sleeping? And it's Kitzur Shulchan Aruch explains, as we learn in the Mishnah Berurah also. They explain very, very simply. So you say, HaShem, I'm going to go to sleep, but not to enjoy whatever the sleep, but actually for what? To re-energize, to get some energy, to serve you even better, right? And some people even listen to classes while they sleep. There's no problem. You can listen to the classes, even though, of course, you do not hear what the speaker is saying, but it does not make any difference because your subconscious, your soul hears, right? It's very interesting. So you serve HaShem in all of the situations, even while you as it says, in relaxation. To the extent that none of the activities is purposeless, right? It's not like people say I'm hanging out, like hanging. Like, what do you mean hanging? Like, you're a Jewish person. What do you mean hanging or chilling? Or all of these words. Like I like. For me, it's I'm the person is saying I'm waste of time. That's it. I have a waste of life. Okay, there is they do not lead to this goal, right? So nothing in this person's life is purposeless. So, and all of us have to analyze, and sometimes the time of the day, like maybe you're not as concentrated on your goal in life, so or some other time like that you can concentrate better. So that's what we have to do. We have to analyze the day and work on ourselves.